I'm over here just waiting for the zombies to drownify, because I need to do a little bit of repairs. My wings are getting kind of low. And then Dream has come back from one of his missions, and he wants to kind of meet up with me and share his, I guess, findings, and like what he found when he was out exploring. So we'll be meeting up with him in just a moment. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. These zombies are good at the wiggle, wiggle. Hello, sheepies. Hey, Dream, what's up? Is your voice working? Oh no, his voice is broken. Boo. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Your feet seem to be a little, messed up, and, your tail and your body are very blocky. Very cube-like. This is a strange rabbit. Must be from some random planet the Dream was on at some point. Who knows? Ooh, is there a map here? Wow, this is so cool. Look at that. Ooh, I really want to do a map. I need to do a map. I love maps. Maps are so cool. Must be some malfunction with his, transferring between the robot body and the normal body.
Okay, so a little bit more power.
What? Hey, what's up?
Hello, Steam. I mean, Murden.
Yeah, I'm a Murden. I look kind of like a Steam, but, well, does Steam look like this?
Well, no, but you change your head quite a lot, and it's always some kind of peak.
Well, I got an upgrade the other day.
I have some good news and some bad news. Do you remember our conversation that I was going to travel into another dimension?
Yeah, and you mentioned you wanted to show me your findings or talk about your adventure and stuff.
Yeah. So I did it. I went into another dimension. It was really strange, and the problem is I don't remember the most of it. So that's why I'm installing this satellite dish to improve the signal. And maybe I will receive the video a little bit later today. I just need to power it, so that's why I'm building some solar panels here.
Cool. Speaking of,
you want to help a little bit?
Building? No, I'd love to see this base. I actually haven't had a tour of this thing. It looks pretty crazy.
Oh, you want a tour?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because this looks pretty crazy over here.
So I'm planning to explore this planet as much as possible, and I prepare some kind of machines that will help me. And I prepare the base in a way that it will actually provide in any situation, even if the air goes bad and some kind of anomalies start to happen. I want to be prepared this time.
Yeah.
Because the last time was kind of chaotic, to be fair.
True, it really was. There was a lot of weird things that happened.
So I tried to cover all my basics, like I tried to make myself a rover that I may use if the things get bad.
Wow.
To move around.
Can I drive it?
Well, I haven't tested yet.
How do I get in? I want to drive it.
It's kind of hard to get in, to be fair.
You have to
you have to break stuff to get in.
Fly through this little gap here or something.
Oh, we can ender pearl there.
Oh yeah, there you go. They're all ender. Actually, that would make sense for the be more secure vehicles. You know, you just ender pearl in and don't ever have to actually open the door to the outside world.
Yeah, indeed.
Safety protocols.
And this is the rocket I flew into the anomaly.
Wow.
It makes its first flight, so I guess it's safe now.
The LZ DJ.
It's not the
Lands of Zankar DJ.
It's Dream and Juwushku.
Yeah,
that's why it's DJ.
I was making a play off of Star Trek. You know, it's the Lands of Zankar DJ. You know.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Star Wars.
SDJ or something.
Star Wars.
It's a movie.
Anyway.
Or a show or something.
Juwushku helped with this build, so that's why I put the letter in.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Thank you, gesture.
Hmm?
And this is actually my base. This is the entrance.
Chester?
What?
Chester?
Chester?
Did you say Chester or Chester? I'm confused. Anyways.
I don't. Anyway.
Sorry, the glitch from the other, whenever that was, kind of makes me weird. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So this is the entrance to my base.
Mm-hmm. Where's the airlock?
Well, I haven't installed it yet.
Oh.
I'm really interested into installing airlock for, let's say, a diamond block.
Ooh. You want me to install one for you?
I'm asking.
Well, I do have a design that could work. This might make the front of this not so pretty.
That's the tricky part. I don't want it to be outside. I want to be from down here, but
I think actually,
there is some kind of room. Maybe with some falling.
I could probably make something. Because I've done some flying machine doors before that can just raise up from the bottom. In fact, if you wanted to, I can show you mine a little bit later.
Wait a second. I will be right back.
Okay. I think I will scare away the night in the meantime.
All right. Thank you.
Oh.
If you make the door, this is for you. I will leave it here.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely have to look at designing something and try to make it fit your theme here.
You can use all the resources I have. You don't need to buy it. If you need something, just ask.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, and I also built a submarine, by the way.
Oh, submarine. Submarine,
Yeah,
cool.
if the world gets flooded for some kind of reason. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I want to see that. Oh, you got a nice collection of creatures.
I tried to make a catalog of all the creatures I met on this world.
What did you do to...
Even the weirdest one.
To Lusco and Kier? They dead?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I mean, it's hard to die in this world.
That's true. There's weird magics in this world too that tends to keep people alive. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, but I don't know.
That can't be good for the soul though, you know, like dying but not dying.
Yeah, and this is the deepest bunker.
Ooh.
I mean, it can go even deeper over there.
The chicken's trying to escape.
Yeah, I have some animals around. I'd have to make some homes. And if the things get really bad, you can go even deeper, but it's not really ready yet down there.
I look forward to seeing what you got down there later.
Well, I will try to keep everything here. Yeah, this is the little submarine. It's easier to get in this one.
This thing is so cool. It looks like a lantern fish. You know those fish way down in the water that have the little light on their head? They're so cool.
Yeah, you're right. I never saw it in the way.
Yeah, what are like a lurk? I'm trying to think of some of the names of these things, like lanternfish, lurker fish, angler. That's what it is. It's an angler fish.
Ingwer. I will try to remember it.
Guess it's not on.
No, it's not on yet. I mean, yeah. It will be a little bit hard. Yeah, I will use it at some point. I will find a way to use it.
That'll be cool.
And let me show you my last invention.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, invention? Oh, I forgot the word.
Yeah,
was it invention? Yeah, it was invention.
Contraption.
Machine, yeah, okay. Let me show you my...
Okay.
Okay, let me show you my last contraption.
Just like, what is this crazy AI just spouting out words all the time?
I'm constantly forgetting words.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still wagging through the transfer between bodies.
I think that's normal in general. Words are just difficult. chickens.
This is my little farm.
You seem to have
When
an
I try to
excess
grow food.
of eggs.
Yeah, I know. I have to clear a little bit of chickens.
This
I
is
need
a
like 2 in there.
really pretty little garden, though. I like it.
Oh, thank you. It's
Yeah.
just for my food resources. I
Yeah.
will maybe later make a bigger garden in which I will try to preserve more plants from different kinds. I try to collect as many types as I can in here, but it's a small project for now.
Yeah.
But it will get bigger. I have bigger plans for a bigger garden. But I will need a bigger dome, and for the bigger dome I will need a lot more glass.
Yeah.
Because that thing here took a lot of glass.
Yeah, I heard there's a glass shop on the server.
Oh, I bought it. I mean, I went there like in full inventory a few times. Full inventory of glass.
What? What's this big screen? Oh.
Oh, when I finish the solar panels over there,
Mm-hmm.
and the dish is powered, I hope I will have the signal to see what my robot recorded in the other
Yeah.
world.
Oh, cool. Wait, robot.
I sent it a robot there.
Robot. Oh, really?
Yeah. I transfer my soul. This is my soul extractor machine. So
Interesting.
what it does, let me just explain it real quick. It can transfer the soul from a human being into a robot for an amount in time. There is a safety switch that will return the soul after 5 hours, no matter what.
Oh, okay. That's probably important.
So I transferred my soul into a robot and sent it into the hole, and he was actually in the other world for some time. I get my soul back, so I'm back in this body, but I don't have the memories. For the memories, it have to be transferred through the satellite.
Oh, that's pretty
And yeah, so I can make the machine that will work for you too, but you don't need to get in there. You can just upload yourself into the
Yeah.
USB stick.
cool. Yeah, that'll be easy. In fact, I can probably even just have to have a replica of me in the spaceship and just download me into that. Easy.
Yeah, indeed. You can make copies of yourself, right?
Yeah, I guess I could, huh? I never actually thought about that because Steam originally
always
set me up, so.
I was always wondering if a robot makes a copy of himself exactly, it will be the same robot, or it will now we okay, just let me repeat that.
Well,
If a robot makes a perfect copy of himself, will there be 2 robots, or it will be the same robot?
it depends. Technically, if it's an AI and they have different experiences, then they would technically be divergent at that point. Because they would experience different things. If it was just a robot, it would always be the same setup every time. So like your robot, for instance, is always going to be the same because it doesn't have any artificial intelligence or consciousness or anything unless you're uploaded into it. Where AIs, they learn things for themselves, you know?
Right now, it is an empty shell just waiting for my next transfer.
Yeah.
And yeah, or maybe I can send another one into another dimension.
Yeah. I think.
But this one is already there, so I may continue to use it. It will be a little bit more cheaper just to transfer all the data through the satellite than to send a whole spaceship with a new robot.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can send another spaceship with your robot if you're interested.
Yeah, I could definitely give that a try. Maybe
I think I can
go with you on the next adventure.
All right, that sounds interesting. Now, do you want to help me finish those solar panels?
Sure.
So I can, and then we can continue the transfer and watch actually what happened.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. I don't have a lot of solar panels actually, but here goes some.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
And let's see now. I was just waiting for you to come, and I was just wondering what to do. And I started to upgrade a little bit here, a little bit there, and there comes the idea for the solar panels. And you know what? I feel like this build will never be finished because I will always find details to add to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, I think we have enough power now to actually continue the transfer of the data, and
really?
maybe we can see the memories of my robot over there.
Ooh, let's do that. Very, very interested to see what happened. How do we get in?
Oh, well, there is a little hole here.
How?
That is...
Like that, I guess.
All right. So, are you ready?
Yep.
Are you watching?
Let's see what happens.
Okay, I'm pressing the button.
Okay.
Wow, that was a trip, but it looks like I'm fine, and this robot body actually takes quite well the trip. But it looks like we lost our wings. Anyway, we have nothing. But where are we? It looks like I cannot break anything from it. That's interesting. There are some villagers here, but they don't want to talk with me. There are some houses. Ooh, what's this? The people of the East Glade have lived peacefully for years. Alright, that's interesting. Ooh, there's another one. A few days ago, a rift opened to another world. Villagers began to disappear. Beltrot swore to find them. Your adventures begins within. This is very interesting. I feel a divine power brought me here for some reason. Right. We have to check it. Oh no. Okay, that was expected. Okay, so this is interesting. We now have some blocks in our inventory. Oh, here it is. Okay. It looks like a sword. So we now have a weapon. This is nice. Oh, there is armor. We can take some armor. Okay, so we have this very strange sword and the armor is no better. Maybe I don't understand the local language. Maybe this is why. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Okay. Some more armor. But are there any enemies around here? This place feels eerily familiar. Is it? I don't know. I like this tree actually. Okay. I guess this is the way now. Maybe there was a lake here. A lava lake. Distant scream seems to echo through the tunnel. Oh no! We may need to help. Okay. Can I broke those? Nope. Will they spawn more? Well, I don't think so. The pit in Beltrot's stomach deepens. A question lingers. Wait. Am I Beltrot in this world? Is this my name here? Ooh. Okay. I do have some blocks thanks to that bat explosion earlier. Well, I think I will manage. Ooh. Alright, not that hard, not that hard. Just a little bit scary. Where are the villagers? Where are the villagers? Ooh, I see another spawner there. The gods do protect me. Ooh. Yeah, I feel fine. I like this divine power. It makes everything a lot easier. What is happening here? Is this world disappearing? Is some kind of mysterious force actually destroyed piece by piece? Oh, wow, wow. Okay. Alright. Did that force just get me? Be gone from this realm.
So now...
Okay, Captain.
Mm.
I mean, Murden.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, it's confusing.
It's always confusing, right? I mean, it's you have the same look, you have the same voice.
Well, I like a little different.
Well, yeah, but a little bit.
And I'm wearing this all the time. Yeah. Anyways, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, did you feel it? I mean, I think that was not a coincidence. I shoot it like in the random direction with random coordinates, and I didn't know where I will land. But that was not a random event, if you ask me.
Yeah, it just seems kind of strange that... What's with all these rift things? I'm getting tired of these rift things being mentioned and coming up all the time.
Do you want my theory?
Yeah, what's up?
The rift is just crossing points of some dimensions. And when we are talking about the multiverse, one crossing point can lead to all of the other dimensions. And in those other dimensions, we are not sure yet. Maybe we have different physics, maybe we don't. But definitely we have a different universe. And every universe has its own path. And we'll finally have these crossing points and we can jump from one to another.
Interesting.
Well, all we need is the right coordinates to get into any universe.
Oh. Just thinking. So, based on that concept, if we could figure out like the quote-unquote address of where Between World is, we might be able to narrow it in to be able to find Steam.
Yeah, this is exactly my idea. This is why I'm doing it.
Going to require a lot of power.
Yeah, I cannot only rely on the solar panels, maybe. But for now, it is working. I mean, I can send them there, but I don't have any infrastructure from there to send them back. This will be the problem.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to look for something. See if I can find a way or possibly come up with some sort of machine or mechanism that could amplify the power.
Maybe this will work. Maybe we can send more than just data.
Yeah, because if we find Steam, we're going to need some way to bring him back, not just data. Unless we're going to put him in a robot, which I don't think he would be too keen on being in a robot.
No, maybe we can transfer his soul with the same machine. It's not that hard to build. A little bit fancy, but not that hard. Or maybe he have to build something like a rocket to get out of there. I don't know where its reef spot is. That's the problem. In every world, the reef spot is in a different place.
Yeah, and he's technically in like a video game, which is kind of like it's even like a weirder like side dimension thing. Like is it technically a reality?
Well, if he is there, it is a reality. It is a reality for him right now.
True. All right, well, gotta do a lot of thinking on that and brainstorming to think of some way to, first of all, increase power so we can do more precise coordinates, and then maybe some way to detect or find what the coordinates are for Between Worlds, and then a machine to also bring him back in some form.
Okay. Just call me back when you have a plan or even an idea. We can discuss it.
All right, sounds good.
For now, I will try to re-upload my mind again into the robot at this point, and maybe continue exploring that world a little bit more because I feel it has some kind of reason for me to be there.
for sure. Because there did seem to be some weird, like, voice or presence that was kind of guiding you along, and then there was, like, something that didn't want you there.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Mm.
And they already know about the rounds. That is the strangest part. Maybe I will find more information there about them.
Yep, for sure. All right, well, thanks for the tour of the base and sharing those findings, and hopefully we can both make some progress on
All
our
right, next time
sides.
let's meet in your base so I can see your base and make a tour, because the last time I was just flying around.
Yeah, sounds good, definitely. And then I can also show you how I made my door, and that might be something I can adapt for your airlock entrances.
Okay, that's a deal.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I will catch you later, Dream.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.